Ever look at a globe and imagine what's inside? I mean, really inside, past the dirt and rocks? What if it's not all magma and minerals? What if instead it's hollow? That's the basic idea behind the hollow Earth theory. It says our planet isn't a solid ball. It's more like a giant egg, with a whole other world tucked inside. Some folks believe this inner world has its own sun, its own landscapes, maybe even its own people. Sounds crazy? Hold on, it gets wilder. This idea has been around for ages. Ancient myths from different cultures talk about underground realms and civilizations. Think about it. Caves, tunnels, the Earth seems to have plenty of hidden spaces. It's not that big of a leap to imagine something bigger, something more livable. Of course, a lot of folks hear Hollow Earth and think it's pure science fiction, but there's a history here, a whole bunch of people who took this idea seriously. Back in the day, even some scientists got caught up in the Hollow Earth craze. One guy, Edmund Halley, the comet guy, actually believed it. He figured the Earth had multiple shells like one of those Russian nesting dolls. Then there was John Symmes, a former army captain. He was so convinced the Earth was hollow that he spent years trying to get an expedition to the North Pole. Why the North Pole? Well, a lot of these Hollow Earth theories say there are big old holes at the poles, passageways to the inside. Symmes never got his trip, but his ideas stuck around. They popped up in books, articles, even political cartoons. People love a good mystery. And what's more mysterious than a hidden world right beneath our feet? It's like something out of Jules Verne, right? Journey to the center of the Earth, all that jazz. But it's one thing to read about it in a book, it's another thing entirely when someone claims to have actually been there. Enter Admiral Richard Byrd, a legit American hero. This guy flew over both the North and South Poles, a huge deal back in the early 20th century. He was a pioneer, an explorer cut from the same cloth as Lewis and Clark. But Byrd's expeditions are shrouded in mystery, especially the one to the North Pole in 1947. Now, the official story is that Byrd's team did some aerial surveys, took some pictures, and came home. But then rumors started swirling, whispers about what Byrd really saw up there. These weren't just any rumors, mind you. They came from Byrd himself. Well, sort of. People claimed that Byrd kept diaries, secret journals detailing his incredible journey into the Hollow Earth. They said he met advanced beings, saw strange creatures, and even got a message from them to take back to the surface world. Now, I'm a seeing is believing kind of guy, and I haven't seen any of these diaries. But the stories are out there, and people have been debating them for decades. According to these supposed diaries, Byrd's plane was contacted by flying machines unlike anything he'd ever seen. They escorted him to a hidden land inside the Earth, a place bathed in perpetual sunlight. There, he met beings who called themselves the Arians. They were wise, technologically advanced, and deeply concerned about what we were doing to our planet. They told Byrd they'd tried to contact world leaders before, but their warnings were ignored. They chose Byrd because they believed he was a man of honor, someone who would tell the truth about what he'd seen. Now, these stories are pretty out there, I'll admit, but they capture the imagination, don't they? They tap into our sense of wonder, our desire to believe there's more to this world than meets the eye. Plus, there's something about Byrd's background, his reputation as an honest and courageous man, that makes it hard to completely dismiss the rumors. Of course, we gotta be careful about jumping to conclusions. Just because a story is exciting doesn't make it true. So what does science have to say about all this? Well, the scientific community is pretty much unanimous. The Hollow Earth is a no-go. Modern geology, our understanding of how the Earth is formed and how gravity works, just doesn't allow for a hollow planet with a whole other world inside. We've got satellites orbiting the Earth, taking pictures, mapping its gravitational field. We haven't found any giant holes at the poles or any evidence of a hidden civilization. That being said, science doesn't have all the answers. There are still plenty of mysteries out there, things we're just beginning to understand. I'm not saying the Hollow Earth is real, but I am saying that it's good to keep an open mind. Who knows? Maybe there are things about our planet that we haven't even dreamed of yet. Even if the Hollow Earth is just a myth, it's a powerful one. It speaks to our sense of adventure, our fascination with the unknown. We see it reflected in books, movies, video games, all sorts of popular culture. The idea of a hidden world, a place of wonder and mystery, continues to capture our imaginations. And maybe that's the real point. Maybe the hollow earth theory isn't about literal truth, but about the power of the human spirit to imagine, to explore, to never stop asking what if. It's a reminder that there's still magic in the world, even if we have to dig a little deeper to find it.